Hey guys, welcome back to TRM. What, third episode? Cool. Now, TRM, the real message. So I've got some real people going on today. Now, the title of this is, Are you ready?
Hello.
Are you ready? Is social media killing your relationship, or are you? Are you?
No, I'm not.
It's not. So, I'll say it again. Is social media killing your relationship, or are you? Yeah? So, I'm going to start off. Everyone knows who I am already. TRM, the real mic, the real message. So, let's start with you.
Huge. Privileged to be on the show. Super excited. So my name is Ebenezer Olawale. Currently, my relationship status, if we're starting with that, is single. If you'd like Hey, hello. If you'd like to find me, you can find me on Instagram, the Ebenezer Olawale with an underscore, the underscore Ebenezer Olawale. Occupation, so I'm a speaker, a motivator of people, a business person, and an engineer as well.
My name is Casey. I work in marketing, and my relationship status, I'm in a relationship.
Is the person here?
Possibly.
Possibly.
It's him.
That's him.
She's all you.
Yeah, but look, there's no one else.
Absolutely.
There's no one else.
Come on now.
100% get to know.
Oh,
So, my name is Michael. I'm an IT project manager. That's my girlfriend over there. Get to know. And you can find me on Instagram, Mr_MBT.
My name is Fee Yvonne. I am a senior accounts executive. I am single. And you can find me at Fee Yvonne on Instagram and on Twitter as well.
At what, sorry?
Fee Yvonne. F with two I's and Yvonne.
Cool. So guys, straight to it. Now, the first question on the market today is, when you think of relationship, what 3 words come to mind? Who wants to go first?
I led the intro.
Yeah? It's all on me. Alright,
Okay, cool. That's it. So 3 words.
3 words.
Communication. What's the other one?
It's a good stuff.
Communication,
Yep.
trust, and can you say support?
Yeah.
Support.
It's your
Yeah,
favorite.
support. I feel like that's, especially in this day and age, the climate. Communication, trust, and support.
Wow. Who else?
I'll go next. I agree with the first 2. So communication and trust, I think they're really important. My 3rd word would be compromise. I think people don't realize how important it is. I mean, if I'm communicating with you, you're communicating with me, we're communicating fine. If we don't agree and no one wants to compromise, we're not going anywhere. So I think that's something that's been really instrumental. I think for me in our relationship, correct me if I'm wrong. If I have an issue, or if you have an issue, I feel like we're not going to be able to move past that situation unless one of us say, okay, fine, all right, I hear it from your point. Let's move forward.
Agree to disagree.
Is compromise positive or negative? Is that?
I think it's positive. I think by me saying, so if you feel a way that I don't agree with, and I choose to compromise, it's not necessarily me saying, okay, you're right, I'm wrong, my point is invalid. It just means that in this situation, your opinion on this is not as big as us putting our relationship
First.
Yeah, if it means that I have to take this, or give you this point for this relationship to go forwards, it's not a big deal. Like it's really small in comparison to what this relationship is supposed to be. So for that, whatever, you'll have it every time. That's how I see it anyway.
Good one.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Wow.
I think mine is you have to be submissive, discipline, and I know this is not just a word, but the conflict of identity as well.
Elaborate.
I feel like as women, we are so invested with giving our time to men, on building with men, that we forget about ourselves and our own identity and what we want to do for ourselves, because we're so loving. So that's where the conflict comes with your identity and who your man is as well, because your relationship shouldn't just be you. Do you know what I mean? It should be a mix of you. So it's finding that right balance and also maintaining God in it as well. So conflict of identity.
Oh, lovely.
Huge. Wow.
Yep.
So I've got unity, so oneness, love being at the center of it, and then sacrifice. So I think a lot of people don't underestimate the sacrifice, not only on the time or financial. Like, there's a lot of, you have to put yourself second in order to make things work. Because if it's all about me, then it will eventually be all about you.
And then you'll be single again. Well, I guess it's down to me. 3 words when I think of love. When I think of relationships, should I say? Well, love is number 1. Yeah? Like, love is a very powerful thing. And in this generation, in this time that we're all in, there's a lot of struggle. No one wants to invest. No one wants to really deep down just, hang in there, fight through it like our parents did or our grandparents did. And, really fight for what they really want. Now, so the first one's love. We'll get a little bit deeper later on. Second one for me, I think has got to be respect. Now, respect is a funny thing, we all feel like we're entitled to a certain level of respect. Some people expect respect and they haven't even done anything to gain it. It works both ways. You've got to respect your loved ones. You see, like, especially growing up in a Nigerian household, they tell you to respect your parents. Respect your uncles and aunties that they aren't even related to you. You just got to respect them. Now, we are brought up to respect others, In a relationship, you need to respect your partner. That can come underneath several different angles. It could be respect when communicating with the opposite sex. It could be respect in terms of how you appear, how you present yourself when you're out in the public. Even better, it's how you act when no one else is looking. So that's my second point. Now, my last point when I think of relationships, headache. It's got to be a headache. It's got to be a headache because it's not easy. It's not easy.
Okay.
1 minute, hey, my wife, my husband,
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's sacrifice. It takes all those points. And only some of us can really hang in there, The grass is not always green on the other side if you're too busy watering your own grass.
Wow.
Something I learned the hard way. However, God is teaching us,
Absolutely.
and definitely teaching me on how to work on those key things. Hence why this whole episode is about relationships, social media, trying to understand what we can do to better our lives, just better situations. Like, every relationship works in a different way. Do not be fooled by all those Insta goals, relationship goals you see on social media, bruv. It's not the one. So that's me, that's me. So, like, one thing I want to ask you guys, is the ones that are in relationships, the ones that are not. What's your reason? What's your purpose? Why would you want to be in a relationship?
Wow, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, powerful. We're going straight in. Why are you in a relationship?
Why am I in a relationship? Okay, so with me, I wasn't naturally.
Tread carefully, yeah?
No. I'll say. No, come on. I'm gonna say this in my chest. I naturally wasn't looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
And Casey came into my life. That's how it was. I wasn't looking for Casey. I wasn't looking for anyone. I was just trying to work, make my money, do what I wanted to do, my plans, the vision, implement that. Then if someone came in my life, then cool. But she naturally came into my life. And it wasn't one of them situations where, boyfriend and girlfriend straight away. Funny enough, how we started talking is obviously she got my number. And then I got...
I know them ones. She's slid in the DM.
She got...
Hold on.
Okay.
That's right.
So maybe I got that wrong. Maybe I got that wrong. Wait, how did I go?
I'll tell the story.
No, wait, because I'm still trying to tell my
I'm
point.
telling the story.
Just tell the beginning bit.
Alright, I'll tell the story, right? So, me and Michael, we have a mutual friend, right? No name is needed. Anyway, we've got a mutual friend, and we were both at a particular event, and this mutual friend, because obviously I was single at the time, and he was trying to set me up with people. He was like, my friend Michael, like, he seems just like your type. Blah. I was like, okay, cool. I had seen a picture of him before we had actually met, and I was like, he's attractive, whatever. then we get to this event, and I see him, I see him from across the floor, and I'm like, oh, So I found him attractive, and then the next day, my friend was like, did you see Michael there? I was like, yes. He was like, okay, should I give him your snap? I was like, yeah, you can give him my Snapchat, whatever. Then it went from there, but I didn't take his number.
So
it was me. It was me. I got the number.
You did.
I got the number. Okay, now can I go to what
Please do.
Thank you for explaining that. You made your point. Okay. So, like I said, we didn't naturally just go straight into a relationship.
Yeah.
There was like a month or so where we were asking questions about each other. Like, what's your favorite color? What do you like doing? For a whole month. Yeah. Monday to Sunday. Asking each other questions. Yeah. And I feel like that's important because we became friends first. Like, we knew everything about each other before actually saying, okay, let's become boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. And then it just got to a point where I was like, like let's become an item. Yeah. And that's how it was. It's when I tell people this story, it's even shocking when I even say it because I never thought that it would follow that process where we actually ask each other questions. I think that's very important as well. Yeah. A lot of us should jump into relationships and then halfway through the relationship, you know that this person, like, what is this? What is this? So, I knew a lot about her before we even became an item. Yeah. And then, we naturally became boyfriend and girlfriend, and that's what we are today.
I have a question. Was one of your questions, what blood type are you?
You know what?
I don't think that was in like the first couple
That wasn't the first couple questions, but we did ask the question.
I'll ask that ASAP though.
We did.
I think for me, even though we had asked all these questions, and really Michael knew like me inside out after like two, 3 months. Like 2-3 months we knew each other really, really well. But then it was maybe like 6 months in, I was like, okay, can I see myself having kids with this person? Okay, I can. All right, now I need to actually start asking these questions. So I didn't really worry about that until I felt like it was going to be a forever thing or a long-term situation. But that's absolutely an important question to ask.
That's a scary question.
Imagine
you find the one and then they're like, ugh.
You know?
That's the thing. A lot of people don't ask that question.
They don't.
And then you just be popping kids out
and then it's long for you.
It's long for the kid.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's painful.
You know?
Right, so let's move on. What about you?
What about me?
So you far as you want to go now?
So in terms of relationship, why would you want to be in a relationship? Or what's the benefit of being in a relationship?
I'm going to flip it. Why should I be in a relationship?
Okay. Guys, take notes.
I think also, with girls, like, I would love to have a man. He's gonna take me to Disneyland. We're gonna have this amazing wedding. Like, he's gonna be the breadwinner. He's gonna be this. He's gonna be that. But what are you doing? So it's that flip of there's this thing that's been floating around on social media. Is your type? Are you even your type's type? And I've been now taking that into consideration. Am I even meeting the quality that I'm requiring for myself? And that's why I was just like, why don't I want to be in a relationship? Is it just to feel this like hole of lust, or is it an idea or an expectation that is not really godly and it won't last long, or is it because I actually want to be in this thing called love, and do you even know what love is? Yeah, absolutely. So it's like a whole flood of questions like, why should I be in a relationship if I don't even know myself, if I can't even love myself, if I can't even love God to the way, like, I would hate to be in a relationship and not feel whole, because now you're putting a burden on someone else to fill that hole that they can't, they can never fill. And that's why I'm just like, this conversation is going to go deep. But even as someone that I want to be a God-fearing woman, I'm getting there. I'm not 100% there. I want to be this God-fearing woman, but for that to happen, I need to enjoy me being whole by myself. Absolutely. And I don't want to be a mother that is incomplete. I don't want to be a wife that cannot submit. I don't want to be a troublesome wife. I want to make my man feel whole, but also make myself feel like I'm doing justice for myself. Yeah. Waking up every morning knowing that I'm on job, or like I have something to improve, or do you get what I mean? Like that humility, and that's really important in relationships, because a relationship always magnifies your problems, and half of the problems that I have, I don't want anyone to magnify it, because my pride in itself is just like, I can't take it. So why can't I do it by myself first?
Do you know, key point what you said, I was listening to something, I think it was Michael Todd, when he said the people get into relationships, hoping that it heals them, but at the end of the day, the problems and the problems you have in your singleness will follow you in your relationship. So if you don't, singleness is all about rebuilding, preparation, building yourself up so you can be ready to take on anything and everything, And if you don't challenge yourself while you're single, grow, develop, improve your finances, improve your knowledge, read a damn book instead of watching what's going on TV. Do you know what I mean? If you don't do that in your singleness, you're never, ever, ever gonna be able to, like, when you get someone, it's just not gonna work. At the end of the day, if they're up there and they're trying to do all these goals, and that's why you got with them, because they're going places. You want them to carry you, bro. My mom did not give birth to me to carry you, bro. Get that out of your head, bro. I'm not here to carry you.
You're meant to be balancing each other out and elevating each other. And it's the thing as well, in a relationship, I'll hate to think that we have nothing to speak about because I lack education or I lack my own personality or my own wisdom, and I'm waiting for you to feed me. That's dead.
Do you know what? One thing I was going to even say, like you said, you want to build yourself to a specific place. And the thing about relationships as well, it brings out your insecurities. They come out into the light. So it's like you need to be ready for that as well. If you're someone that, look, you're still battling with your insecurities, even me, sometimes I'm still battling my insecurities, but that is part of a relationship as well. She will show you things, or he will show you things that, okay, maybe there's things you need to work on as well. And you need to be man or woman enough to set your pride aside and be like, okay, this is who I am, these are the insecurities I have, the woman I have or the man I have with me is going to help me overcome that, but I'm going to overcome that as well. She or he will always be your support.
Absolutely.
But you need to do your thing as well with God. So
exactly what you were going to say. I was going to just to add on to that is, I know sometimes you feel like we kind of need to, before we meet someone, we have to kind of be at a certain place in our lives. We have to be ready enough to enter that situation. When I met Michael, I was so broken. He will tell you, like, I had a lot of insecurities from a past relationship, and I was still like trying to find my feet in terms of employment, and I didn't really know what I was doing and whatever. And had I said to myself, you can't see me like this, or I'm not ready for this, we would not be where we are today at all. Because I honestly, like, and even now I've still got tons of insecurities that I need to deal with. But I think, just like Michael said, is one of the good things about being together is that person will bring out those things that you're trying to run away from, because insecurities is kind of what you try and do for the most part. And whilst you would like to think that you could deal with it by yourself, it's a lot easier to do that when it's just you. When you actually, the only person you're running from is yourself. So if you're not running, then it's kind of like, well, no one can see that I'm battling this, it's just me. But when you've got someone next to you that can see, you know, why you don't feel confident enough to apply for that job, or, you know, get that car that you wanted, they will remind you that this is something that is in your face, you need to deal with this. And sometimes you do need somebody there to do that. So I wonder whether trying to be whole before you meet someone is, it might be the right thing, it's ideal, I mean, it would have been nice if I could meet Michael and feel a lot more confident about myself, feel a lot more ready about myself. There was a time when Michael was in a much better place in terms of like work than I was, because I'd recently graduated. I didn't really feel like I knew what I was doing, and I kind of felt like, how's Michael gonna be with me? I'm here, he's here, like he's gonna leave me any minute, or stop it. He will tell you, like, there was a point I'm like, well, Michael, are you sure you want to do this? Because look at where I am and look at where you are. Michael, how many times did I say it? I used to ask him all the time, are you really sure you want to do this for me? And like now, in the space of 6 months, my salary almost doubled. It gets like that. We bless God.
Testimony.
We bless God, but the point is not that something can turn around. It's the fact that I almost let my insecurity say, I'm not ready for Michael, or it's me literally saying to God, because Michael is a blessing to me. It's like me saying to God, thanks for this blessing that you dropped, but I'm not ready for this right now. Let me get myself ready. I'll get back to you in like 6 months. You would never say that if it was money or if it was something else. So when someone comes into your life like that, me personally, I thank God that I didn't just turn around and be like, I'm not ready for this right now, because my insecurities will send him packing. You know. It depends.
And I guess it's also a season, so you're in a season where you're ready to receive.
Absolutely.
But then I feel like it's another point to make sure you analyse the season that you're in. So whether it's to build yourself and make sure, I'm not saying that when I meet my man I want to be completely whole.
Yeah.
It's just I want to be whole enough not to make myself a burden.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to be immature or unevenly yoked in a sense where I should be evenly yoked to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
I think there's levels to readiness as well. We spend all the time preparing as if we're going to arrive at relationship time.
Yeah.
You don't arrive, you know what I mean? It's not like an oven.
Yeah.
Type situation.
Yeah.
It's like, she's ready. But at the same time, I think there's an underlying mental preparation. Like if you're on a journey of preparation, then we can meet you halfway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that you're there. It's that I want you, not that I want you to be, but you should be on a place where you're journeying to wholeness as you were.
Yeah.
You're journeying to success as you were, and then we meet and then we journey together.
Yeah.
So how do we both move forward? Well, we're helping each other. Security, insecurity, this kind of whole juggle.
Yeah.
But we're both knowing that we're not where we need to be, but we're going together, hand in hand,
Yeah.
glove in glove.
There's a lot there.
Beautiful.
Said that very well.
There's
Said that very well. I was like,
I haven't even answered my question.
We have a politician in the room.
Oh God, listen. Alright, cool. So let's move on to the next topic. Yeah, the next question, should I say? Now, guys, we're gonna go a bit more into social media now, yeah, and talk a bit more about that.
let me bring this leg down.
So the question now, yeah, I got so many questions to ask, yeah, but we're gonna start off with this one, yeah. What's your views? So let's pretend that you're all in a relationship. We're all in a relationship right now, yeah, or you're dating someone. What is your views on the person you're dating liking half-naked pictures of the opposite sex?
Yeah, that's myth.
Ooh, you are serious.
Alright, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? For a second, I was about to take off my glasses and look. That's a myth.
What?
No way.
On a serious level,
Yeah.
what is your views about that? Because I've done a survey now, yeah, and I've had a few girls say to me that, oh, it's nothing. It's just Instagram.
And that's why I'm not with them.
What's going on?
No.
Alright, so answer the question.
I'm gonna answer. How can my girl be liking what? Half naked or naked?
Half naked.
Naked.
Gym shorts.
No, why?
But is it acceptable for you?
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Why?
Because I don't want to. Why am I looking there? Like on my feed, it will come up. I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
There's been times when I'm like, alright, if I like this, I can see she's about to see what I've liked. No.
Which I wouldn't do, by the
I've
way.
got a girl.
I'm not running like that.
No, I've got a girl. Why am I liking people? Look, the thing is that I'm in a relationship, and the thing is, me liking these things, people are gonna say stuff, and the thing is not that I care what people say, but I don't want people to be able to put her in a situation where like, oh, Michael's liking this, and this, and this. That is long.
Yeah.
That's very long.
Yeah.
And the thing is, then you're accountable for it, and then when they're asking, you're like, well.
It's only Instagram.
Yeah.
It's only Instagram. It's only a like. What do you mean it's only a like? A like turns into something else. So
A like doesn't always turn into something else, though. A like it genuinely could just be, you know, that's a nice picture, or you know, yeah, it is. It literally is just Instagram, but at the same time, just like Michael said, there's the level of, well, okay, hold on, why are we actually liking this picture? Do you know what I mean? If I saw my male friend at a beach or wherever, and he's half naked because that's where you were at the beach, would I like the picture? Yes, I'm liking the picture because this is my friend and he's loving life. I'm not liking the picture because I can see his chest. I'm liking the picture because he's out doing something that he enjoys. He looks good. It's a nice picture. It's a good shot. I like the picture. I can't do that for a stranger. I don't know that man from Adam. And what am I liking now other than to say that man's got a nice chest? Heaven forbid Michael tries to do the same thing. You know, how would I feel? You can't like a woman in a bikini for anything other than for the fact that her body's nice.
It's tense.
You know, but I mean, you really can't say ever say, without being 100% honest to yourself, you cannot ever say, do you know what? It's just a girl in a bikini, do you know what I mean? Forget the fact that I'm in a relationship. This girl's got a nice body. We know that girls have a nice body.
Yep.
Outside, I'm not the only person that looks the way I look. There are people that look good on a regular basis. Michael will see them, whether it's on Instagram, on the street, wherever. If we go beach, he's gonna see them. Do you know what I mean? If we go abroad, he's gonna see good-looking women everywhere he goes. Does that mean he should be, you know, liking the? Why would you do that publicly? You know what I mean? It's literally just an archive of you just liking. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And heaven forbids, none of those girls look like me. What will I now be saying to myself? Michael likes girls that are light skinned with this, and a bunch of boxes that I can't tick. What will I now be thinking of myself? You know?
Wow.
Those are the things one must think about.
Wow.
I think that's the end of the show.
No,
No, we need to talk some stuff.
Wow, like,
honestly.
I think
That is how some women think about it. You know, it's not just a case of maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but if I look at a picture of a woman that person doesn't look like me, not to say, you know, that's what I want, and it doesn't look like me at all, I'll be like, well, I really don't know what Michael's doing with me. How many times have I asked you that question? Like, what are you actually doing with me? But then, if that was now to be added on top of...
Of course I did, man.
Imagine if I'm asking you that question out of my insecurities or whatever, right? Like, what are you actually doing with me? And then I see that you've liked a picture of someone that looks nothing like me. And you know nothing about her except for that she's got a banging body. I have no chance. Well, that's what I would think in my mind.
Nice,
right?
It's
What
true.
good will that do for us?
Yeah. I think for me, the like is irrelevant because it's double tap. Sometimes we like by accident, but it's what the like represents.
Yeah.
It's like we carry. To a man that might not mean anything.
Yeah.
To the woman that like represents
Everything.
That's so much.
Yeah.
You painted a picture.
Yeah.
Now you have to you
know?
gotta try and sell it.
Headache. You go with the
Go
headache.
back to the headache point 3 for Michael, and it's like you have to understand in a relationship you're accountable for all your actions.
100%.
And the repercussions of what people see, which should be secondary, and then what they see.
Yeah.
And if you're putting what people see first, and you like it, oh yeah, this is who I am, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
When you start to put the person as the forefront, if her best friend sees this and says, as we said, that's a problem.
It is.
That's a problem. You want to be macho, that's cool, that's me, that's great, but that's a problem.
Yeah.
And when you identify that my identity in this relationship is putting you first, and then putting everybody else second, apart from God, then I'm gonna consider what I like, and it's not even just pictures of like anything. Like who am I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who am I?
It's a V.
Good answer. Good answer. Your future husband's waiting.
Okay, I have no problems with you liking pictures of girls that you think are beautiful. If she's half naked, I'm gonna ask you why.
Yeah.
And in my mind, there's a way for you to justify it, but whether you pass that justification is just it's all about your intention. So why do you like it? Oh, because I thought she was paying and she has nice abs. Okay, you think she's nice, but you saw it. You could have just swiped away. So I have no problem with liking certain pictures. Not all pictures should be liked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna flip it.
I know you will. I know you
How?
will.
Just flip it.
It's all about time. I
So,
love it.
is it a thing that I've gone to now go and look for the like, or
Oh, how do we know?
the like is just there?
So if what you're saying is just so to get the message out there. So you're saying if the like is just the picture, it's just on your Insta feed, or have you gone to most popping UK and then gone into that girl's feed and gone into that girl's feed and then you're liking
you
away.
see like a pattern just floating around.
Absolutely.
I've liked this girl's picture before. Has he done it again with the most recent picture?
That trigger finger, boy. That's the intention behind it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like if a girl does that, I'm gonna say so. You're very insecure.
Oh yeah, we're banging you.
Yeah, it's insecure. And even if it's an insecurity, there's two ways to go about it. One, you're insecure and that's your own problem. But to a certain degree, do not shoot me. A man should make you feel secure.
Absolutely, 100%.
So if your man is not making you feel secure in a certain type of way, then he's not on job either.
I'm learning a lot today, you know.
Absolutely. So true. So true.
He's not on job.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so
And that also goes into whether you understand the way she loves, because love languages, or you're just being selfish and she's just there for decoration.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
dead on.
Should I just drop the mic and walk
Oh,
out?
I'll try and catch you.
Honestly.
wow, I don't even know if I want to answer. I should have gone first.
Honestly,
Like,
honestly, absolutely.
okay, so for me, now
Oh gosh.
Instagram, everyone knows, you know, I've created a few accounts, deleted a few accounts, you know, for whatever purpose, whatever reasons, innit? Like, as I said in the first video, interesting fella. Now, let's be real, yeah. Instagram is there as a tool to, you know, be social, communicate with the world, you know, and like pictures. That's what Instagram's created for. You can't have a Twitter account and not tweet. It's a bit, it's rubbish.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Like, you have Instagram, you like a picture. Commenting, that's a different story. We don't do them things, yeah. But I've always thought, you know, liking a picture, there's no harm to it. However, obviously, there's certain, you know, views, how you make your partner look to their friends or to other people. More importantly, how you look to other people, especially if you're in a relationship and you're doing all these things. Well, you know, let's just leave that one there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying now, my view on it, yeah, my girl, you're not allowed to do them things. No way, no how.
Is it the same energy that you're giving yourself though? I'm asking.
Man, jam love.
I'm just asking. I'm big asking.
See what you did to
The
yourself?
same energy.
I just want to know.
Let's go.
You know?
With my chest.
Come on.
So,
Come on.
now, to answer your question,
Yeah.
for a very long period of time, no, I didn't give that same energy.
Right.
So, for me, I'm a very sociable person. Like, Mike, I'm dragging you into this one as well. We go out, we know a lot of people.
Right?
We know a lot of people in it, like, so, you know, hi, you know. So, in the Instagram world as well, I'm social. It's just a hi here, a hi bye, not DMing, but just like a picture, innit? But now, I don't see anything wrong in either me or my girl liking pictures of other people of opposite sex, as long as it's appropriate pictures. If you're liking half naked pictures, then we got a problem. Like, now don't get me wrong, we've all done by accident, you know, you forgot that you're not meant to be liking this, but you've liked that one picture, and you know, you're praying to God that she doesn't see it, so you fast for 10 days and pray for the best.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Woo! No, on a serious level, so that's me. Like, now hearing all this sort of stuff, yeah, I need to, in fact, the whole image needs to change. Like, you can't just be liking everything. Just like I said to my friend the other day, like, I can't just be out in every party, bruv. Like, when you see my face, it should be special. It should be special. I can't just be going here, hey, it's Mike. You know them ones like me, everyone knows I'm everywhere.
Right.
In fact, I used to be everywhere.
Right.
Now, I ain't trying to be like that. You see me in church.
Right.
We'll see you on Sunday. You see me on TRM. You see me on occasion. But you don't need to see me every single day. Like, that's not happening. Every party, it's not happening no more. But I want to leave that one there. Let's go straight into the next question. Now, is it okay to follow your ex? Is it okay to follow your ex?
Okay, let's go. So I think this is a really key one actually. I think this is how you ended the relationship is quite important. So if you ended on good terms, if you're following, then it could be seen as I want to see how they're doing, they're checking in. If it was, oh, hello.
Oh, you see that?
Hello.
The godly wisdom.
Let's go. Okay. So if you were the one, if they let you go for whatever reason, male or female, and then you are then following them, that's an interesting dynamic. Why? Because if you weren't the person who instigated the breakup, thank you, and you are now following them, then it's this sense of peeking in. It's like, I want to know. Hey, I want to know what it is that you're doing. Dare I say, I want to know if you're okay without me. There's songs about that. So it's like that could be a danger, and for a heart map, that's quite dangerous for the heart.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want that tugging on me. So I said, look, decide where you are at the end of the relationship and the best way to move forward. If I follow this person, is this one going to do anything to them, thinking, oh, they're looking at my life? 2, most importantly, are you going to be okay? 3, is the person who I'm now with going to be thinking, okay, what is this about?
Yeah.
And then if we go back to the like thing, that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
I won't even go there because this is over here. But that's what I think. Is how did you end? And is this conducive or is this positive for your current setup? Yes or no?
See, it's what you said there.
Yeah.
It's all about, you know what? I don't even know why it just went silent.
We're listening.
I'm ready. She wants to know.
Okay, no, she will know right now. So going back to what you said,
Okay.
if you're in a relationship, see what your girl or your guy see their view on it as well. And obviously, when you're in a relationship, it's all about respect, and you need to respect their opinion and how they think about the situation as well, and you need to take that on board. This is your girl, this is your guy. Respect the situation. If they don't want you to follow this person, and you truly love this person, and you want to be with them, and it's supposed to be this great vision empire, respect the decision.
That's pretty.
That's it. Like, you going against it, now that's a problem there, and that's a problem to your relationship. You following, and like you said, it goes back to even if you did end it on good terms, what are you still doing there?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your business?
What are you still doing there? Why are you still peaking? Why are you still following?
Huge.
So,
Are you really moving on?
are you really moving on?
Interesting.
So, yeah, nah.
That's interesting.
It look,
It's interesting.
boy.
It's interesting.
Do you know, I'm gonna go real quick. Like, my view on it, is if that's your ex, bruv, leave that thing in the past. Like, one thing my mom's always said to me, and one thing I live by: forward always, backwards never. Why the hell am I looking at what we had? Bruv, if it's ended, I don't even want to hear that, oh yeah, Michael's ex, or oh, me. No. You don't know me anymore. You knew me. We did that. Whatever we did. Now it's a different level. Elevation. Now it's all gone. Like, no. Don't follow me. Try and slide in the DM. None of that thing. I don't want to know. Yeah. Understand? No. Bruv, like, why are you following your ex?
Right.
Why are you following your ex? Like, really? What are you trying to gain? Because you both know, let's be real, everyone here knows, yeah? When you follow an ex, like, you're still preening, you're still seeing, oh, he looks kind of cute, you know? Or you know what? Who's that bitch he's with? Excuse my French. But, do you know what I mean? Like, just move on. And you can't really be happy. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to be looking in on people's lives and thinking that, you know, I wanted this, I wanted that. You can never really move on. And are you truly invested in your current relationship if your mind is elsewhere?
That's huge.
Like, you literally have to let go and like, just, it's bye. Or bye boy.
let me even say another thing as well, is what you said there. If you're still following, preying and doing all that, are you ready for the relationship you're in as well?
Wow, come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
That's it.
Bloop.
one toe in, one toe out.
Yeah.
So it's boy.
I think as well, something that's important, which is what Evie said, is it depends on how things ended. You know, a lot of your thoughts on it were my thoughts on it. Still kind of are my thoughts on it, because I came from a situation where, or Michael might have come from a situation where I can't understand. It would make no sense for you to even want to follow that person or see what that person is up to, or because Instagram is essentially you keeping track of someone's day-to-day life, or their highlights, or whatever else they're getting up to. And my thing was always, well, why would you want to see that anyway? What business do you have with that person anyway? They're not your business anymore. You know, but for some people they can say, oh, you know, we're friends. No harm, no harm done, no love lost, it's whatever, it's fine. And for some people that might be the case. I personally cannot relate. And, you know, I can't speak to anyone else's situation, but, I don't know why any one of us would be following any one of our exes. But to follow up with something that Matthew said earlier, was that you have to respect what your partner wants.
That's really important.
It's very important, but I also think that, okay, whilst you're respecting what I'm saying, I want you to want that for yourself anyway. Sometimes compromise is amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really important to sacrifice. I love that you want to do this for me, but I don't understand why you don't want to do it for yourself. You know, I want you to want to do it. You know, there's an example of, not of any of our exes or anything like that, but there was a friend of mine. Well, she wasn't really a friend of mine. Anyway, there's someone who so it was just someone that I knew that I didn't really like, and you know, Michael had no issue towards that person, but I was like, I just couldn't understand. Like, why do you want to speak to that person? Or why do you want to be cool with that person? That person clearly doesn't like me. Why would you want to speak to that person when it's clear that we don't get along? And his thing was very much like, well, I don't see the problem, but if you don't want me to speak to that person, I won't speak to that person. I'm like, well, why would you want to speak to somebody that doesn't like me, or that doesn't want to speak to me, or has an issue with me, you know? And I think it's very much about what you were saying earlier, Fee, about intention. It's so important for you have to think about what all of these things could do to the bigger picture, which is your relationship, or to this person that you love and you really care about. If you know that this tiny thing could really upset that person, you wouldn't want to do that. Exactly. No matter how much of a man or how sociable or however you feel like you are, putting all that stuff to the side, Michael. Putting all of that stuff to the side. It's all about intention and seeing, well, do you know what? How would this affect X, Y, Z? Okay, it's definitely not worth it. That's a hype. Let me just leave that wherever it is.
Right. I think one thing that we haven't really touched on is the time period. That it's okay to keep on following them and then not follow them. I think there's a time period when you're healing, and obviously you can't just detach yourself straight away, and you keep on preying them just to check up, and you're just like, oh, I really want them to be here. No matter how hurt you are, you would always still want that feeling of happiness to like linger. But there was an analogy that came to mind, is that a house can always stay hot even if someone opens the door and closes it, but it depends on how long the door's open for. So how long are you going to keep the door open for, and when are you going to lose your heat? Down to the decision of closing and opening the door.
Got it.
Oof, power.
Come on.
So yeah.
Close the door.
Close the door! Close the door! But obviously, as I said, the time period, let's be very honest, it's very hard to heal and detach yourself. So there's a time period where it's okay to let the wind, you know, take all the heat out. But it can't be when the heat is no longer there. There has to be something there. There's some type of warmth there. Yeah. And you know, heat makes a home as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you need to build it all the way back up so you can feel at home with yourself.
Oof.
Wow.
Powerful.
It's
powerful.
Coming with that wisdom.
Girl.
Listen. So there's another question out of that, but that's for another topic.
Yes.
The real question I want to know is, how do you respond when you're in a relationship to DMs?
Sorry, can you clarify please?
How do you respond to a DM?
What type of DMs?
So if someone DMs you, let's say for example it's a friend that you know, but you know for a longer time that you've known your partner, if this person is DMing, and I'm not saying how you doing sort of DM, the love struck eyes, the fling.
She look just throwing those flings.
Listen,
fire.
That was like, how do you respond? What is your response? Do you respond? Do you ignore?
Honestly speaking, I think
Tread carefully.
Absolutely, and I'm very open with these things. I'm very honest. I think there are, you know, like acquaintances and even friends. Michael, don't act like you don't know.
I'm listening to the conversation.
Let me a real thing. Come on,
The real message.
You know what we say?
Look.
Listen, there might be people from all walks of life. People like, you know, old colleagues from years ago that follow you on Instagram. If they see a picture or whatever, let's not act like it doesn't happen, guys. We know it happens, right? There is no reason for if I see flames saying, you know, love hearts and I'll say thank you because it's a compliment and I'll call it a day. If it goes further than that, that's where the problem starts. Now, because this is what I always think in my mind. I don't know if this is right, but this is what I do. I think if someone, you know how you see those situations where it's like, oh, excuse me, and the person's so quick to be like, excuse me, no, I've got a man, and they were like, well, I was trying to tell you that your flat was open, or I was just trying to tell you something like, it's not that, so you're too fast, you know. I never want to be put in that situation. Even me with my old friends, if I see like they're looking really good, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. I wouldn't now think that is them trying to talk to me, or I wouldn't want them to take it as, oh, okay, she's trying to move to me, because it's not that. Like, I have no problem complimenting my friends. Michael will tell you. I have no problem saying, you look gorgeous, you look this, you look that, you look really handsome, blah blah. Do it to everybody. And if someone was to do that to me, I would say thank you. If it goes any further, I'd be like, yeah, this is cute, but I've got a boyfriend, or you know, there is an appropriate time to cut things off. We shouldn't act like, you know, oh my God, flames, Jesus, now my boyfriend's gonna break up with me. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do with myself. Oh God, you know, if you keep things all the way transparent with your partner from the very beginning, that won't be a problem. If, let's give the scenario, right? Just like we were saying earlier, it's important for your man to make you feel secure. It's important for your partner to make you feel secure to the point where Michael knows if he wanted to take my phone right now, go through all my messages, he could do that in a flash. Michael's Touch ID, his thumb is on my phone. He could unlock it at any time. He could go into my bank balance. He could do whatever he likes. But he never.
I want to balance it.
But he could, but he never would. Because the trust is there. It's open enough. So for someone to do that to me, Michael's seen my DMs how many times? Countless times. He'll see it today, he'll see it tomorrow, whenever he likes. But the onus is on me. The burden is on me to tell these people, okay, this is where the line is drawn. And for me, I don't think love hearts and flames is inappropriate. It's inappropriate until I let that turn into something else. It's my duty to turn it off when it gets too hot, so to speak. So for that reason, that there shouldn't be any problem until the third message takes place. Anything after thank you, that's a
Close
story.
the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Where's the key? Close the door. That's my thoughts on it.
Oh, very, very, very good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Wow.
Anyone else want to share their thoughts on it?
Mine's not contrary. Mine's an agreement. I like the idea of your kind of perspective on it. And my one is similar, but where I take it is the person who's sending that message. What message are they getting back? That's key for me.
Exactly.
If they're getting back a message, this person is clearly focused and not in that space to respond, then I've done my job. But if they're getting back, okay, fair enough, I can work with this, then there's a problem. So I don't think because you can't control that message. That's an external factor to my relationship. But it becomes an internal factor when my house, being my relationship, is conveying this kind of confusion. That person should know. In fact, hello. Hello. Dare I say, if you are clear and defiant in your relationship, I would want it, both sides of this relationship, someone to be brave to be sending anything that could be perceived as that. I'd want to know that person would literally have to be like, oh, I hope that person doesn't see that. That's the kind of, I want people to know this is not this is the foundations I'm building.
Got it.
So that fire that you're sending is going to come back as fire, dare I say, if you're choosing to do that. So remain in your lane, and stick to the light.
Well, I've got a question. I want to move on to a question that I thought was really good. In fact, this one came from my mum. So, if you see your friend's partner doing something wrong, whether it's on social media or you catch them slipping in the club with something, do you go to that guy or girl and say, check yourself before I have to, or do you go straight to your friend and say, oh girl, I saw that nigga doing this and that? What do you do in that line? So I'm gonna say it again, you catch your friend's partner acting wrong, doing something they should not be, he or she, them, whatever they call it now, what do? Do you go to that partner, go to your friend's partner and say, yo, listen, if you don't check yourself, I'm gonna check you? Or do you go to your friend and say, I told you that boy was no good for you. I told you that girl's a hoe. What do you do?
That's a madness.
Can I jump in?
Oh, you better jump in.
I think the first point of correction is to talk to the person directly. There was a Bible.
What person? To the
the
person.
guy that's
Yeah.
messing up. There's a Bible. I can't remember the scripture.
Guy or female, by the way.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. It's not always
Put on
guys.
the guy, come on.
So if my friend's man is messing up, then
Okay.
yeah, there's a Bible scripture that says, I'm paraphrasing. It says that you should go to the person first and talk to them about the issue that you have with them and not discuss it with anyone else. You just go to them directly. I believe in communication. If you're messing up and you're meant to be my girl's man, I'm going to be like, oh boy, you better just remember where you're coming from, remember who you're going back to. And also, it'll be a thing that I'm like, okay, fix up. But once you finish doing your mess, know best that you're going to go back to tell her, because I'm not going to tell her.
Right.
And if you don't tell her, it depends on the level that you've messed up. If you don't tell her, me, I'll open my mouth and it'll be a community. It'll be he's here, she's here, and it's just like, okay, I'm saying the same thing to the same people. Do you know what I mean? And I don't feel like that's messy, in my opinion. It's just like he messed up.
That's wisdom.
He should handle it.
You need to understand why he messed up. There needs to be a conversation and understanding. You guys can deal with it, but I will not sit here and watch you hurt each other because you don't know how to communicate.
Right.
If I know how to communicate in the best way possible, then I'll try and help you. If not, then what's my own?
Yeah. Babe, what do you think?
What do you think, babe?
I don't know, you know.
Yeah, tell me.
Hey, what do you think?
I was taking in what you were saying.
And now.
Woo! And now?
Ooh,
I'm interested. Let me hear it.
fire.
We're waiting. You know.
No, don't worry. I'm thinking. Actually, no. I don't need to think. I don't need to think.
Let's hear it.
This sounds like
Do you know what? Because it really depends on how much I know the person. If I don't really know the girl, like obviously, for example, they've told me, okay, this is my girlfriend or this is the girl that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I can't really just go out to her and be like, look, you know you're going out with my man, or I know you're going out with my boy. I can't do that. So it's one of them situations where I have to go to my boy and tell him, look, that girl that you was. She's just been moving. Like, but if I personally know the girl, I will tell the girl. Look, what you're doing, like you need to fix up. But it really depends on what she's doing as well.
Yeah.
If she's doing a bit too much, I'm not gonna really look. I will make you know that I've seen what you're doing. And I won't even need to take a picture. I'll just be like, look, I'm just there.
Yeah.
You know, you have to stand in front of her and just be like,
Like that. I don't really need to say anything. For the fact that she did that in that situation and what she's doing, mate, I will go and tell my boy. I'm not gonna wait because look, okay, what about if she tells my boy like a month later, I was doing? Nah, I'll tell my boy, and then if my boy then goes, this and this, and it ends up breaking up, boy, the girl shouldn't have done that. She should respect that situation. Look, I can help.
Yeah. It's going through me.
No, I will tell my boy.
Yeah.
But it really depends on what is actually happening. Like, so for example, if the girl was sitting on the guy's lap and touching him, this and that.
hey, good.
Cancelled.
You might, so the girl coming to the guy, how are you going to explain that?
What do you mean?
It could be a cousin, innit?
Well, okay, so
No. How are you going to explain that?
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
Hot in here.
I will be
somebody tell it up.
Hello,
What?
hi.
Dude, no, so wait.
Hi, like, do you know each other?
No, you no, she's already
yeah.
doing no, but this is what I'm saying. You're already doing that. I'm the type of person that it's not that I don't want to say it's that I'm gonna leave you to do whatever you're doing, but boy, we're all adults to know what we're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
No, 100%. I'm not gonna go to you and be like, oh, you shouldn't be sitting on that guy's lap. You got a boyfriend. And what? Why am I doing that for? Am I your dad?
No,
am I your mum? No, you're sitting on the guy's lap. You're caressing his neck. You're doing this. touching his bed.
No,
Oh, his bed.
wait.
No, but I'm telling you the scenario. I'm telling you the scenario.
Right.
You're doing all of that, and then I'm gonna stand there. Oh man, you know you got a man. Like, wait, no. I will go, look. Do what you're doing, innit? And
Go ahead, V. No,
And
go
okay,
ahead.
even in an event, even at an event, I'm not going to be like, oh look, do this and this. I don't have time for it as a person.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I will go back to my boy and I'll sit down with him. I won't be like, oh fam, I just saw your girl. No, I'll be like, bro, like I saw something that was a bit iffy yesterday.
Yeah.
Boy, I think you might need to speak to your girl about this because what she's doing was completely wrong.
Right.
I don't have time to be shouting, oh look fam, I saw your girl doing this. I don't have that.
Yeah.
It's a grown conversation. Bro, check your girl. I saw her do this and that.
Yeah.
If I know her, I'm gonna let her know, look, you shouldn't be doing that, but I'm still gonna tell my boy. It's for you, it's for the girl to now come back and be like, okay, this is what look, that's it. I don't need to really be going up to her,
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
Yeah.
There's really no, we're grown up. We're grown
I'm
up.
going
I
back
hear
the
what you're
lady
saying.
jumping
I hear
before
what
I
you're
did.
saying. I'm smelling double standards.
Yup.
I'm just smelling it in the air.
Look, it's not smelling like anything.
No, I'm smelling it in the air because man them like to pick and choose when they want to tell their boy or tell somebody something because of loyalty.
Right.
Instead of doing what is right.
Right.
Okay, explain.
So, let me think. Your boy's cheated on his girl. You don't really know his girl like that. And then you're not going to tell the girl, even though you know the girl, you're not going to tell the girl, oh yeah, your man's cheated. But if he was messing up in the club, you'll still tell her, like as much as you'll tell your bro, oh bro, you shouldn't have done that. Some guys will go to girls and be like, oh yeah, your man, even though he's my brethren, did so and so in the club. But when he's cheating, you don't want to be doing that. So there's a double standard in terms of there's levels to when you will go and not snitch, but you'll go and tell somebody and where you wouldn't. Yeah. And I feel like that's an issue. If you're going to say something or cross all terms, it should be said 100%, the same way. 100%. That's what I'm saying. I'm smelling double standards.
Yep.
That's it then.
I was gonna say that left for me. I'm not saying dilly. I'm not saying anything at all for a number of reasons. Okay. The main reason, just because we said it, let's talk about it. Double standards. I know so many people, right? They've been in abusive relationships. The friend will know about it, but they won't go to their friend. They won't go to the boy and be like, "Yo, you stop beating your girl, man. This is out of line." But heaven forbid that girl gets caught taking a guy's number in a club. Could be her friend from work. You don't know, but you fuss yourself, and you've got to go and tell someone, and that's happened. I know someone very close to me. A situation like that happened to her, and things ended up escalating so far because one of the guy's friends said he saw her doing XYZ in the club, and things went south, and nothing was happening. That's one situation. That's a very extreme example. But double standards for one. Secondly, it's not my business. It is not my business. I don't know whether that night that she had gone to the club, they just had an argument. I don't know. But now I've gone to fast myself in that situation. I don't know if me telling that person that your boyfriend was doing XYZ, if they get into a situation now and then they decide that they want to make up from that situation, now I'm the friend that can't hold water. Now I've ruined a relationship with my friend because of XYZ. I've gone to put myself in a situation that didn't concern me. It just doesn't. There's never a situation that I can ever say to myself, it would be my business. Unless I have seen something that I think, if my girl was here with me and she found out I was here and I saw this, would she burn my bridge? If that situation doesn't come up, and that would literally be me seeing my friend's boyfriend having sex on the floor. That's the only situation that I can think of. Because aside from that, I'm not saying, and even then, I mean, you know, I'm not saying dilly until I feel like I have a place in that relationship, which I never will. Then it's not. It will never be my place to open my mouth and say anything. It just won't. It won't. And excuse me, I can exactly like you said. I'm no one's mom. I have not brought anyone to this life just yet. So there's no way I can go up and be like, do you not know that person knows that they're in a relationship more than I know that they're in a relationship? So there's nothing that I'm going to tell them that will be news to them. It's not breaking news. They don't need me to say it.
It's true.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not saying a single word. I'm not
quickly correct myself. So with what I said,
Corrections are happening.
No.
I can smell something. I can smell something.
I want to correct myself in terms of when I said I'll bring them both together and they can talk about it. It it depends how close I am with you.
100%.
So if you're bro and this is my sister, and I know this is good, and it just went rough, that's when I'll bring you together.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh really? That happened.
Yeah. Oh,
Even though I saw
that's
it.
beyond me.
Oh, I never knew.
Absolutely.
So,
So
yeah,
it's certain
so I'm
things,
in-
but it
I'm in.
depends. It depends.
So I'm on this side of the sofa, if you like,
Right.
with the idea. I wouldn't say anything
Yeah.
personally. I think for me, as I always say, there's levels. There's some things that if you see, by definition, as a human being, I'm telling straight. In
Yeah.
fact, the numbers dialed. Boy.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere you do, don't worry.
I'd be too teased.
You know what I mean? What's that sound? But anything beyond the level is like, again, I'm not responsible for that person.
Yeah.
For those who know me, I'm a straight friend. Whether I know you or not, because you're associated to someone who's close to me, I know you.
Yeah.
You may be a friend to them, but you're a friend to me.
Right.
Because they've associated you with that status, so you deserve that status in some light.
Yeah.
So so then this is how the conversation goes. There's two levels. I'm talking to you, okay, look, are you aware of what you're doing currently right now? That's the main thing. Are you aware of what you're doing? Secondly, is the person who you're with aware? And do they see it the same as you see it? Because some people, like, I know we say everybody knows you're in a relationship, but at the end of the day, some people don't fully rationalize stuff. It's like, I'm in a relationship at home, but like, I'm out. Like, this is like, we're getting lit.
It's after 9 o'clock. I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when I get home, like, you know what I mean? It's like the perception. Are you knowledgeably, benefit of the doubt, are you knowledgeably doing something that is disagreeable in your context of the relationship?
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Two, if the person you're with, are they knowledgeably accepting? We may be in a relationship where that's how it's accepted.
Exactly.
That's not for me, God forbid that.
God forbid.
But some people have this kind of free spirit of relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm now getting involved, knocking on doors saying, oh, did you know? When actually they kind of did know.
Probably did.
Then who am I?
Exactly.
Then I'm the friend who gets involved.
Exactly.
I don't want that.
Exactly.
I want the stuff that you do to be private, but I'm holding you accountable. I want you to know that I know what you're doing, and I know who we both mutually have.
Yeah.
So if you respect that mutual, and you respect me, then next time our club session ain't gonna look like this.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oof.
Well, my view is very similar to your view.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say something in certain aspects. It comes down to how well I know everyone involved, etc. But me personally, from my view on it, if I see my friend or my friend's partner doing something wrong, whether I know the girl or not personally, I'm gonna go check you, like, because that's my boy, like, bro, that's my boy. When I see you as family, when I see you as my boy, you're my family. That's what I look after you. We're friends, we're family, we're one unit. So if I see a girl, same way I expect if my girl was acting up, I would expect my friend that sees her to go slap her around the face and say, "What are you doing, bro?" Don't literally slap her. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
I was like, that's...
we might have to fight. It might end up being about the slap as opposed to what she's doing. But on a serious level, like, for me, it's just as simple as, you know, if you're doing something wrong, yes, you're accountable for your actions, etc., etc. But I'll make it known by standing there saying.
Yeah, I think as long as you make your presence known.
Like,
whatever they do after that.
You can't drag her. You can't pull her. Do you know what I mean?
it.
All you can do is do what your parents do and give.
That's it.
Give you an eye.
Let the presence stay there.
Let that be the only. I don't think you need to say anything.
Do you think it's trickier when that's a trickier? Do you think it's harder when it's in a marriage setting?
You know what? Let's not bring up marriage.
Let's not bring that's next time. We're gonna go into marriage next time. That's a different story.
That one is a bit long. It's a bit long because I don't know what you do. Yeah, 100%.
Look. No, marriage is next time, innit? So guys, if you want to see marriage, stay on for next time. Subscribe if you haven't already, innit? But the last question I'm gonna give you guys.
Okay.
So, you know how we're all talking about social media. What's your views on posting your relationship on social media? Do you do it? How long does it take before you decide to do it? Or do you just pretend as if, you know, I'm single, ready to mingle?
Oh, that's it then.
I like that.
I think the couple should go first.
I'll answer. I have no problem answering. I think, like I said earlier, Instagram, social media, whatever, it is your highlights, right? And my relationship is a highlight for me. That's a big part of my life. So there is no way that I can subconsciously, or I can be doing stuff on Instagram and Michael doesn't show face one way or another. If it's I'm at work and Michael might come to my workplace and I'm just snapping my workplace, that means I am going out of my way to make sure that Michael's not on my socials. And in talking about intention, I need to ask myself, why would I not want Michael to be on my socials? Why would I not want people to know that I'm in a relationship? Am I trying to make myself look available? Or whatever. I mean, everything that I go through in my life, 70%, 80% of the time, Michael's either with me, he's experiencing it with me, he knows about it. There is reason for him to be on my social media. So for me to not do that means I'm consciously making an effort to make sure that I keep him invisible. And for some people, that is like, what they prefer because they like to, how you like to keep good things secret and keep it out of the public eye and whatever.
Protect what's yours, innit?
I mean, that's fine, but like, if I see you, I don't want to see you at the beach then, because that's a good thing in your life. Keep that one secret as well. Don't let people know that you're at the beach. Don't let people know you're having a good time. Because you have to keep it consistent across the board. You can't say, I want you to see me in my bikini when I'm looking my best, but I don't want you to see this thing that is one of the best things in my life. You can only catch me in this bikini though. It's about the intention. It's about, well, what do I want you to see and why do I want you to see it? And if I say to myself, I don't want Michael on my socials, that means that I'm saying, well, this is not someone that I want you guys to see. Now, with that in mind, I don't think we actually have any pictures of us. Like,
I know, but everyone knows.
But there's no one that doesn't know that I'm with Michael and Michael's with me. Either through my stories or if I'm going out, we go out together. Do you know what I mean? Which then brings into a bigger question. What is Instagram to you? How important is that? And how telling is that of you and your life and your experiences? Everybody at my workplace knows that Michael is my guy. Everybody, when I go out, everybody knows Michael's my guy. I talk about him 24/7. Honestly, I do. This Michael. There's too many Michaels in the room. Only this one. But everybody knows that I don't need to say it. It doesn't need to be on my social media. But one would question why someone might want to put all of these different highlights and then miss one out. There's a lot more intention behind that than being a very, very private person. You literally put up one picture a year and then you don't happen to know that someone's in a relationship. That's something completely different. But you can't be doing 99% and then there's that little 1% you're trying to get away with and then say that you're a private person, So is it okay if I show her leg? No. What's that? No, I need full frontal. I need face. I don't want any dashboard snaps. I don't want little hands. I want fingernails. No fingernails. No cute.
If we're gonna do the finger with the ring on it.
Absolutely, 100%. I need tags. Tag me in. Honestly. No, genuinely, I think if you're going to be open across the board or don't be open at all. A lot of people try and get away with, doing one and not the other. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it well. Do it across the board. Michael's he used to be, maybe in the earlier parts of our relationship, Michael wouldn't really put much stuff on social media. So when my birthday would come around, I'd be like, where's my face? There's a little message. Like, where's my and I never got it. I think I maybe found myself on the story. I get deleted, like I wasn't there for long. I would have taken that personally.
That's it, don't worry. There you go.
Happy birthday on the story after 24 hours. I'm going,
Wow.
But I mean, I would have
changed.
But things haven't really changed though, because if you're not somebody that, to be fair, they have, but
things have changed.
But it's a case of like, at that point, Michael wasn't snapping anything, so it wasn't just a case of, oh my gosh, like he's snapping all of his friends and he's not snapping me. He's not snapping anybody. Okay. So that's when I knew, okay, I've got a problem. In a past relationship where I've been cheated on before, because I've been cheated on before, and I wasn't on that person's socials, I would know that it's down to that intention thing. It's down to, y'all had me for a reason. Okay, cool. But even though Michael is doing the same thing that my ex used to do, I'm not seeing it as the same thing because it's different across the board. You see what I mean? Yeah.
Hold up. Before we go.
Is Stand that
See how-
time.
see how that leg is crossed.
I've got a major
The door
key.
is cool.
It's
The
closed.
door is
Cool,
closed.
hold it. Major key. Okay, so this is the deal for me. You dropped so many gems, as
Thank
usual.
you. Thank
So
you.
where I'm at, it's like the first thing is how long have you been in a relationship for? Because I think sometimes we've rushed to the social media game. I want people to, but actually, have you figured out the foundations of your relationship
Right.
before you put it in the public eye?
Right.
True.
Yeah.
It's a key. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
naturally, even I've had conversations like this. At what point is it time to go social? And I think you know
Yeah.
when you're more comfortable, you know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Mhm.
Then another point is the idea of what is my social media identity?
Yes. For sure.
You know what I mean? Some people, you don't need to. When you ask them how they are, it's a lie because you know you know what they did
It's
every
a lie,
hour
yeah.
of every day for the past 17 weeks. So it's the idea of I know what you're doing.
Right.
Some people, if they have the identity and suddenly there's a part missing, okay, the questions are being raised. What am I being hidden?
Right.
Are you not sure about this yet? That's a key. But if a person's not a social media person, I don't post a lot. I'm very specific of what I post. But then you have to look with a perspective of this is not what he posts.
Yeah.
So this makes sense for him not to.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Then it's not but then this the final thing is the idea of I need to know what is important to my girl.
Right.
If I need to break a trend for the sake of a birthday or Valentine's Day so that this can bring joy to her, who's more important? My social media audience or my
Yeah.
hello?
Hey.
Hello. I've got it.
Hi.
Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Even if 24 hours, I'd like
Yeah.
to think that it's. I'd at least give it 24. I mean, I'm like, it's been enough for 1 hour. Have you seen it? Screenshot that.
Memory bank.
At least I put it out.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can break trend
absolutely.
for you because of who you are.
Exactly.
But you got to allow me because I know who I am.
Right.
Exactly.
Do you know what, guys? I want to thank you for coming in today. It's been absolutely amazing.
That's been
Now, there's going to be so much more that we're going to be discussing later on.
Huge.
We can talk about marriage
Uh-uh.
at some point, innit? But really and truly, it's been amazing having you on the show.
Yes.
Thank you for your time,
Yes.
your
Thanks for
wisdom,
having
your knowledge. It's been absolutely amazing. Now, guys, I hope you really understood what we're talking about today, and I hope you've seen it from different angles, different relationships, not being in relationships, the right and wrong. Everyone knows what the right and wrong is. At the end of the day, you know, one thing when you go into a relationship, especially if you're a Christian, when you're thinking about love, relationship, what does God say about it?
Yeah.
If you're struggling to answer yourself and you're really thinking, is this the right relationship for me, or you're not really you've settled in, what you need to do is just look up. Look up. What does God say about relationship? What does God say about love?
Yeah.
Once you answer that question, once you talk to Him, have a communication with Him. If you haven't got communication and you're talking to God on a spiritual or emotional level, Rob, how can you do that in a relationship? Because you can't talk to your spouse, you can't understand commitment, you can't understand sacrifice without understanding what Christianity is about.
Yeah.
But it's mad, isn't it? So TRM, hang in there next time. Comment below, do the whole damn thing, subscribe, everything on there. You probably see this guy soon anyway, so thank you very much. Love.
Peace.